to love again. We shared a meal, we shared the rain, learned how silence can heal the strain. The little things we used to miss came back strong in a touch, in a kiss. The days felt slow, the nights felt near. We dropped the rain we used to wear. All that life had tried to bend felt whole again. By your hand in my hand, we found time again to love again. Not just survive, but play pretend. The feeling of fire we knew back then, and trust the love that pulled us in. We found time again to love again. No big speech, no grand sign, just your heart right back in mine. No looking back, no need to live. We're here right now, and that's the end. We found time again to love again, to choose each other once again, to walk as one life but a win, and build it stronger than it's ever been. We found time to love again. Yeah, that's good. You left your coat on the back of that chair, like you might be coming back, but you ain't been there. Your perfume still lives in the air. I still sleep on one side, baby, like you still care. I tried to move on, Lord knows I was wrong. But this heart won't lie, still saying goodbye. I'm standing right where walking through the storm with holes in my shoes. No one to call my name. Got nothing left to lose. My Memphis rain keep falling like the tears I hide. But I still keep moving with my head held high. It's a hard
strong, healthy, and thriving. Just 3 weeks after my second dose, I couldn't go up a flight of stairs without gasping for air. It felt like my body was failing me. I was experiencing right heart failure. There was no cure. It felt like a death sentence. And to understand what happened to my injury, I found researchers who had predicted this was going to happen. It causes cells to grow and divide when they should not.
That's after he took that COVID-19 shot. That's what he's talking about there. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoy it. Let's see.
see you watching, boy, don't be shy. Step in the heat, let's touch the sky. Your hands on my hips, your lips on my skin. Let's start a game that we both win. Turn down the lights, let's dim the room. We'll burn this night, no need for the moon. No promises, no strings to tie. Just feel the heat as we touch the sky. Set me on fire, take me higher. Feed this hunger, I'm your desire. No rules tonight, just lose control. Like my fire, make me take your time, boy, don't let go. No morning light, just endless flame. Light my fire, don't ask my She was right there, coffee in hand, laughing at nothing I could understand. There was a silence behind her eyes, like her heart was watching the goodbye line. She was right there, still so far away. I days. Call me up when the world gets cold. Said your heart's been gone, but never sold. Play this game, give and take. But baby, how much can one soul take? Hold my hand, push away. Say you love me, just not today. But I still show, still take the fall. 'Cause good love don't feel small at all. You keep on walking, but you don't leave. Keep solitary soul, yearning for love, a story haunted by the past, the darkest night, prisoner of darkness, lost in the night. A heart of stone, a hardened shell, trapped in a cycle of living desperate for sorrow, a tender touch, a love so pure, a love so much. The passive ambition, ability, a haunted soul, a shattered path, for redemption, a chance to live, a love so deep, a faithful friend. Lost in the echoes, a distant cry, fading hope, a reason why, desperate plea, a broken heart, aching for love, burning scar. Price of ambition, liberty, a haunted soul, a shattered path, yearning for redemption, a chance to live, a love so deep, a faithful friend. Walked out slow, didn't slam the door, but that silence said, left your coffee half full, keys on the floor, now I'm standing down I picked my pride, now it's one too late. Love ain't gone, but you ain't coming in, ain't holding
I need y'all to bear with me just for a moment, if you would please. And uh, I'm feeling weak. I think I need to go take an iron vitamin. Last year or 2 years ago, I did a checkup in the hospital. They told me you don't have no iron in your body, and I've been feeling weak. So a few days ago, I bought a bottle of iron tablets. It's a vitamin. So because I'm feeling weak, let me go take one. I'll be right back. I'm just about 8 foot away from the cabinet, so just bear with me. Thank you. Let's see, do I have any drink left over here to swallow this? Oh, no, wait, here we go. I got a little bit of a milkshake that I make. I gave the recipe. Oh, here's some drink I had left. I didn't have to pull this out. Well, this is a milkshake the best way. This is better than any place that you'll ever get a milkshake. But it takes Italian sweet cream that you get at the store that you mix with your coffee. You take regular whole milk, and then you add Italian sweet cream. And it'll taste super vanilla, extraordinary vanilla. And then you add Hershey's chocolate to it. You have both a vanilla chocolate shake. And it's better than what you'll ever get at Dairy Queen or any of those places. Yeah, but they're highly addictive. Oh, my. That green looking iron tablet. Everybody needs a little iron, but if you take too much iron, oh, there's a roach. How did it? I had to leave that door open a while ago to let the pet out. That's how that roach got in here, but that's all right. I sprayed the place with Suspend, which is a commercial poison. It won't last long. What was I saying there? Oh, everybody needs iron, but if you take it too many days in a row, it'll affect your vision. You'll start having like dizzy spells from it. So even though you need iron, you don't have some iron, which you get from red meat. And I remember there was a time I was supposed to get on a vegetarian diet there many years ago, and I went about 10 years not eating no red meat. And I took those high protein shakes that had all the vitamins and minerals in it, and I had to chew gum just to work my jaws, because I stayed on a liquid diet for a couple years, and then it was just steamed vegetables after that for many years. And, but I see now that you got to take iron sometimes. I don't like the taste of this. In fact, I'll probably swallow it, which normally I don't do. I usually chew up vitamins, because I heard this lecture years ago from this guy who was a veterinarian, and he was pushing this product called colloidal silver water that they get that comes from volcanoes, and it's supposed to be rich in minerals and stuff. And he said that when you go to a portalet to clean them out, you see bunches of vitamins that never did dissolve in people's system that they took. So that's why I usually chew them up, but this is so nasty tasting. I'll just try to swallow it. Well, that shake is good. Now hopefully I'll have a little energy to keep going. Music is so therapeutic to me. I'm trying to play music every day, 7 days a week. Okay, let's see. Now this next song, I forgot. I haven't been telling y'all the names of it. And one guy, 2 days ago, he said, please tell us the name of the songs that you're playing. And one person said, it sounds delicious. It is, but it's got to be Italian sweet cream. I'm not an Italian, but that Italian sweet cream is the richest vanilla flavor of anything you could pour in your coffee. And if you ever drink it in coffee, you'll never want coffee anyway. But one guy wanted to know the names of the songs, and I've been failing to give you the name. But this next song is a blues and jazz combined. It's a blues and jazz combined. And if you ever listen to jazz, jazz is kind of cut and dry. And at the end of a measure of music, usually, if it's jazz and it cuts off on off note instead of a note that blends in with the note before it. I don't want to get technical. I hate it when I've watched other guitar players and they start talking all that technical talk. I figure they're only doing that just to try to impress me or anybody else that hears that, because I just don't. I don't care to go about guitar playing. I'm not against those that do, but I like to try to play what I feel and not go by scales and all that kind of stuff. I know all that's got its place, and everybody's got their own different style to music. But when I hear people start talking all this technical jargon in the music world, I think, B.B. King, if you would have spoke that to B.B. King and stuff, he probably wouldn't have known what you was talking about. Those old blues players, they didn't worry about opening music books. If they got them a guitar, and if that gift and talent was meant for them, some of them made it on piano. Louis Armstrong made it on a trumpet. They played what they feel, and usually you can tell the difference in a studio musician that's reading music and the music that you're going to hear that anybody might be playing from just the feeling and everything. They're putting their own feeling and touch into it. There's a big difference. I noticed it even as a young kid. I've heard people, try to play technical stuff and I remember one day I was sitting off the highway and I was talking to somebody, and all of a sudden, I don't know where it came from. It must have been about a half a mile away, because there was nothing but woods that I could see, but I heard a guitar player, and boy, he picked a hot lick that would make your skin crawl. And when I heard that, I thought, boy, now that, I'd like to be able to do that. I thought to myself, that didn't come out of no book. That came out of somebody's feeling. When I look at guitarists like Johnny Winter and the King brothers, Albert King and all them, I've seen B.B. King play in New Orleans. I've seen Albert King play in New Orleans. I've seen a lot of guitarists over the years play, and I could tell the ones that came up learning out of books. And even though I'm blessed to know how to read music, because I took it up from a young kid, I was in a high school band. We all had to learn how to read music, but I played the clarinet. But I don't know. It's just when it comes to blues and jazz and even country, I think you'll notice the difference if people play from what they feel than the ones who just learned everything by a book, if you know what I mean. This is like some of your best singers, soul and blues singers, they didn't go to no voice class. They didn't take messages of do, re, mi, fa, so, and all that kind of stuff. No, they discovered they had that talent. And when they would listen to the music, they sang along with it, they felt, and you could tell the difference. Okay, this is a soul and jazz song combined, like it's a mixture, and it's called "Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight." It's a James Taylor cover, but everybody in this band looks like they're from South Korea. They don't look like Chinese people. They don't look like, they might be Vietnamese people, but it looks like a South Korean band, because North Korea, I don't believe they allow secular world music. But you'll see what I mean. That's a saxophone player there. like a good saxophone player. Growing up, I wanted to be like Pete Fountain when I played the clarinet. Um, my favorite song is by Mariah Carey. Somebody asked me, what is your favorite song days ago? It's by Mariah Carey, and it's titled My All. But there's a guy I found on YouTube that plays that whole song with his saxophone. And because I like saxophone, Hi Jane. So anyway, I like to play it with the saxophone first, and then right afterwards I'm going to play it with Mariah Carey. It's titled My All. This is really my most favorite song. I play country, blues, jazz. This is my favorite song, but it's going to be right after this one. This is the same song, but only saxophone, but then I'm going to play it with her singing it. Oh, wow. Okay, let's play it with her singing it now. Okay, Miss Mariah. Oh, I love the way you sing this song. My all. Everybody's got a favorite song, and here's mine with her singing That's my song. Oh, I love that song. Nope, I've already played that. I didn't mean to hit that. Downloads, okay. I'm trying to pick out some of the best here. I've got so many. Oh, here's a real good one. It's by Daxlin, D-A-X-L-I-N, Daxlin, Velo, V-E-Y-L-O. It's got almost 900,000 views. That's how many people like this song. I hope you like it too. Somebody asked me about playing the saxophone. I was a clarinet player in the high school band coming up. I wanted to be like Pete Fountain, but so did everybody else want to be able to play like him. Pete Fountain played on the Ed Sullivan Show, the Johnny Carson Show. He played on, who was that guy that used to come on every Sunday? Lawrence Welk. He played all over the world. He had 2 clubs in New Orleans, Louisiana. He was a jazz blues player on the clarinet. Boy, he can make that thing talk. He lived not far from me, and but he was everybody's hero when it came to the clarinet in this part of the country anyway. And he's passed on now, but his music's all over YouTube if you ever want to check him out. Pete Fountain was his name. Boy, was he ever a clarinetist? I mean, when he passed away, there's only one person that comes close to him, and she's a black lady, and she plays on Bourbon Street and Royal Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. Her name's Doreen, and boy, she could make that clarinet sing. She could tell the news on it too, just like Pete Fountain did. I was shocked when I first heard her play, but her videos are all over YouTube also. Okay, let's see. Now this next song is actually by a group called Sting, and they're being given an honor. It's in the year 2017. They're being given an honor at this performance that they're having for Sting. Sting's not playing their own music. They're out in the audience, and they're being given what's called the Polar Music Prize Award. They were such a popular group. But the guy that they've got here to sing one of his songs called Probably Me, that's the name of the song, Probably Me, that was originally by Sting. I personally like the way he sings it better than what Sting sings it, so I hope you like it.
You hung yourself on the cold, cold ground. You wake the morning, the strangest cold. No one would just see you. Ask yourself, what's for me? It's hard to say. Better
that song. Boy, do I love that song. I love that song. Okay. Here's a song I'd like to play, but I can't play this song unless it'd have to be about 12 midday, and I'd probably have to look outside to make sure the neighbors are gone. There's a song by Peter Frampton titled "Do You Feel Like We Do?" Boy, I would love to play that song, but to play that song, this guitar, you got to throw this switch to the treble, and you got to turn it up because to play the lead to it, make it sound right, you got to have a real high treble to it, and to really feel it in good. And I can't turn it up like I'd like to do that song. That's a song that you just don't play real low on volume. You really got to crank it up for that song. But later today, I'd like to try to play it again because I really like it. What made me start trying to learn it years ago and play with it was that an undercover narcotic agent who was, he was a black guy. Now, he didn't know that I knew he was an undercover agent. And they used to come around quite a bit because I've got a van. Okay, I've got a van. And when I'm not at the house playing, sometimes I go out in my van when it's running. It's not running right now. But I sit behind the wheel with a guitar, and I got the windows down. I got my PA system sitting in the seat across from me, and I've got where did I put my amplifier? I think my amplifier, if I recall, was in the middle. But anyway, I had it all set up there, and I had inverters hooked to batteries that I could plug in, and I'd be playing in my van, and when they'd see an old guy like me playing in my van music, they figured I was one of them old hippies from the early 60s or late 60s, and they'd figure, let's check this guy out. And I know they'd send people by to talk drug talk and see if I was a drug dealer or so. And if that didn't work, that van has been searched 9 times, but not because they asked me. They've never asked me to search it. They've always been real nice to me. But I've offered them to search it when they would come there. When I see these videos on YouTube where people fight and say, oh, I don't have to roll down the window and I don't have to shove. That's one of the worst things you can do. Whenever the police would come by and say, well, we heard you playing, it's kind of loud, you might ought to turn it down. And but can we see your license? I give them the license. I show them the insurance. And I say, now I know you have an axe, but I had no problem. If you want to search this van from one end to the other, you can do it. And they took me up on it 9 times. So once it starts running again, maybe we'll see 10 times in the future. But you can bet I make sure that there's nothing in that van. I have taken everything out of that van just to make sure that I didn't drop anything that might have been some medication from years ago or anything. I wanted to make sure in case, it's searched again. But you see, it does throw up a red flag. When you're playing music loud with your guitar and you're in a van that the hippie crowd likes to have, and that van, so many people's wanted to buy it. I pulled into service stations where people's wanted to buy it. The guy at the fire department wants to buy it. But that I'll always want a van. I will never want to be without a van, because if you've got a van for life, you've got a steel tin on wheels, and you'll never have to worry about being homeless. Yeah, I'll always want a van. And I've got a sonic fan set up in it. It's got air conditioning, but I took it apart and did the work on it myself, and when putting it back together, I dropped one little piece of metal that clicks in and causes the compressor to turn. So anyway, I don't need to bother with all that, but anyway. So the air conditioner not working, but at least I got that sonic fan. But yeah, when I go out and play loud, they figure, oh, he's an old hippie from the 60s or 70s. Let's check him out. He might be up to something. So I don't mind it, though. I really don't. And because normally, a lot of times they'll say, would you play for us Tennessee whiskey? And that's what they really like. They like they like that song more than any other song. That's the one song that's been requested by police officers more than any other. for me to play is Tennessee Whiskey. And I usually play it here at night before I shut it down. Okay, this one here is Can't Hold You, Can't Let Go. Well, that's a bad shape to be in, but let me see. Can you initiate all of with two musical instrument, guitar and recorder in the song My Hero Go On? I've never played that song. It's My H-E-A-R, Here Will Go On. I'll have to look it up. If I find it, I'll be glad. I had one guy from Russia had me look up a song, and I really liked it, and I'll play it for people in Russia. I had some people, I think they were from China, that had me look up a song, and boy, it was one of the most beautiful songs I ever played. When people from overseas ask me to play a song for them, I try to accommodate them. Now, I realize that me and others don't know the wording, what's being sang, but we can still enjoy the music part of it. Okay, let's see. Can't Hold You, Can't Let Go. And this is by the New Old Blues. That's the name of the channel, New Old Blues.
Walked out slow, didn't slam the door without saying no. Left your coffee half full, you
another good one was getting ready to come on, but by Shamika Copeland, Don't Whisper My Name, but there was another one I seen below it I wanted to play. Oh, We're Still Friends by Donny Hathaway. Donny Hathaway was a soul singer, and over 1 million people have watched him play this song. His name is Donny Hathaway, and it's sad because he was a very successful singer. I mean, he had like a golden voice, very, very good. And I like what this guy said. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked about how he met Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Stevie told him to stay in school, and he chose the music path. But anyway, Donny Hathaway committed suicide. You know, it's amazing. Some of the most talented people that you'll ever meet, they've got that going for them. They'll never have to punch a time clock anywhere, because like Donny Hathaway, because he has such a wonderful voice, and people who own clubs, they look for talent that they can entertain guests with and stuff. So he had work and everything, and he had money and all that. He had luxury to live in, and but still, he let depression get a hold of him, and he committed suicide. So sad. But this is one of his songs. It's titled We're Still Friends.
This is a little song about a couple that was in love.
I might have to turn it up. It's all the way right now. That is not the guitar.
And they ran into each other on the street one day, and here's the conversation.
It's a slow song.
And it wonderful
like to slow it down with a good song like that every now and then. Walter Wolfman Washington, She's Everything to Me. That's the title of it. that song. He's got a blues squall to his voice. Now this next song, pretty much in America, everybody pretty much knows this next song, and it's I've Been Loving You Too Long by Otis Redding. One person talks about Stevie Ray Vaughan there. You know, I had quit playing guitar for 23 years. For 23 years, I had sold all my guitar equipment, all my amps. Didn't have a guitar one. For 23 years, as far as I know, I didn't pick up one and even try. And I went to Alabama and I joined this church, and they asked me could I play guitar, and they had already had a guitar player, but I said, well, I used to play, but I quit years ago. And so what I did, when I decided to pick it back up again, I went and bought a $2,500. I had good credit at the time. And I used I think it was my Mellon Bank card. And got me a $2,500 1959. This is a 1958, which is a whole lot better. I bought a 1959 Gibson Les Paul, and I bought a Line 6 amp with all them different effects and everything, and I started playing again. Well, I had to go on a welding job, and I had to pawn my guitar to go on this welding job in South Carolina, because I had to travel there, and they were going to give me almost $200 a day per diem, which was tax-free, and plus I was going to be getting a real high hourly wage for welding. So I thought, you know, I'll just pawn my guitar and I'll get it when I come back. But little did I know I was going to get sick on that job, real sick, to where I had to go check into a motel room, and I had to doctor myself up. I had to run to the drugstore and get some numbing ointments to put on. I took a shower in a public shower place where the water backed up, and that water, I don't mean to be gross or anything, but that water splashed. It was around my feet, and it splashed up into my private area, and it burnt so bad because the people who were in that shower before me must have had some kind of disease or something, but it got a hold of me so bad I couldn't even finish the job. And I wasn't about to tell the people on the job that something down there was bothering me, because they would think that I went with some prostitute, and they would have kidded me and laughed. Those of you who've been on construction jobs, you know how it's a rough bunch, and they find stuff like that to joke around and make fun, and they would never let you live it down. So I had to leave a good paying job because of that, and I learned a lesson from that. Don't use public showers in these parks when you go to a different city if you can help it, because they back up sometimes, and they might have been 1,000 people that used that shower before you. So anyway, I had to leave that job, and when I came back to Alabama, I had to let a $2,500 guitar. They had hawked it for $900, but I lost it for $900. So I went a while without playing. And so as time went on, I stopped at a pawn shop, and I bought a $29 electric guitar, only $29. It was a Hannah Montana guitar, which one day those might be worth something. It looks like a little toy guitar, but it's a real guitar. It looks like they're made after the fashion of a Telecaster. And so anyway, I told the guy at the pawn shop, he had two of them. He said, why don't you take both of them? He said, I don't know if they're going to work. I said, I don't need to plug it in or anything. I said, I just want something. I lost my other guitar. I just want something to where I can keep my fingers to practice. And he said, okay. And he sold me one for $29. And when I got back to the Gulf Coast, a country star who plays in casinos and stuff, I showed him the guitar, and I asked him would he fix the bridge and everything, to adjust it and everything, and he did. And he wanted to trade me another guitar for that guitar. He liked it so much he wanted to give it to one of the grandkids. because it was a small Telecaster, but I just wanted it to practice on. But as time went on, I started buying Les Paul guitars, and I've got a few of them, but this one here, and it's taken me a couple years. It's not that I had one of them, let's see, two of them I was able to pay right out, and I didn't know no kind of notes or nothing on it. But this one, it took me I had to wait a year to get it. I had to wait a whole year to get it, and then it took me about a year to pay it off. The music shop sold it to me for so much down and so much a month. So anyway, a lot of people ask me what guitar you playing through, and what it is, it's a Les Paul 1958 custom guitar. It's got 3 pickups, and I've got a couple other Les Pauls that people would really like. That's got the pop switches on them and everything. And one of them's got a maple cover that's about that thick, and normally they're paper thin, those maple covers that they put on them. But anyway, I like this one the best. To me, this one has the best sound of all the others that I got. But what's amazing, if any of you ever want a guitar like this, now they only sold this one for 1 year. They brought it from somebody's collection that had a 1958, and they copied it. That's why you see even the yellow, you see the lining here is yellow. See, in 1958, that's how they made them, with the yellowish looking lining. And so, yeah, they made them after the 1958 Gibsons, and it's got a thinner neck than the 1959. So it took me about a year to pay for this, but I really am glad I got it, was blessed with it, and I like it better than the other Gibson guitars I've got. But it goes to show you things happen in life sometimes that kind of get you off course. And during those 23 years, I never thought I'd ever play guitar again. I just never did. I was into other studies that took up quite a bit of time, and plus I hadn't retired yet, and I was still working. And you know, when you weld 8 and 10 hours a day, and sometimes 12 hours, at the end of the day, you don't want to pick up a guitar or anything. You just want to get to the house and take a quick shower and go to bed. But anyway, I've been retired now, off from being a welder. I've been retired for like 21 years. And I've been blessed with a single life, and I've been blessed for therapy, for my therapy. It's artwork. I usually turn the phone, just let you see one. I do artwork, and in this living room here, I probably got about 200 pieces of art. I do it with ink, acrylic, oil. So, and I've never sold any. With all this artwork I've cut, I have never sold one. I just like looking at it all hanging up and everything. But it's therapeutic to me. If I never sell a piece, it's just therapy for me. So between art and music and Bible study, those 3 things is my life every day. That's it. That's why you see me every day on here pretty much, because that doesn't mean I don't have no physical work. Boy, if the neighbors could speak, I went and left this grass grow about 3 foot tall, and it took me about 4 days to get it down with a weed eater. I was blessed with a brand new weed eater, a real powerful one, and I got out there and I had to cut it down. I've got one of those yards where the crawfish build those little mounds, and it stays wet, the grass keeps growing. So yeah, I still do physical work, and I'm thankful I've got the strength to do it. But anyway, let me get back to playing some music for y'all. But every night, I only started playing live like this a few weeks ago, actually. Now I've got a few hundred videos, music videos I did just of myself playing song after song, and I'd put it on YouTube. But as far as live playing, I only started that a few weeks ago, and I like it because I feel like I got a little night owl family with me at night. See, I'm a night owl. I was on the night shift for years, and I can't seem to get on the day shift. So I stay up all night unless I have a doctor's appointment or something. I stay up all night. I'll go to bed probably around 7 o'clock in the morning, sleep till about 2, and then I started all over again. So I'm a night owl, and I was glad to see when I started playing live that other people were up all night too, like me. And it's amazing how I see people from all over the world. So anyway, I see somebody here. It says Junior donated $1,000. Well, I don't know who you donated it to. I don't think you donated it to me. If you did, I'd say thank you. But and then here's another one that says Junior donated $2,000. So I think somebody's messing with me there, because this is not a monetary channel. The only way people can give money, and people have asked me about that. There have been people that's wanted to donate, and the only way people can donate anything to me, and I don't ask, and that's only if they want it to, is I give them my Cash App address. My Cash App address, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. My Cash App address is $4304 and a J. So it's $4304 and a J. So anyway, it is what it is. So that's the only way. So anyway, yeah, he says it's fake. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't ask for money, but people have asked me because they wanted to donate some, so I gave them my Cash App address. And but other than that, yeah, I don't ask for money. It's not a monetary channel. And to my understanding, if it was a monetary channel, I wouldn't be able to play this music for y'all. I could play, well, there are a lot of songs I could play, but anything that's got a copyright, I wouldn't be able to play for you. So, and you know, after every live session, I go into YouTube Studio, and it tells me how many people watched, how many people chatted amongst themselves. It tells me how many people subscribed to your channel. It tells me what was the average amount of time people listened. And so and it tells me which songs are not going to show up on the video, because they post everything that's live now. It's going to be posted on the web on my channel, but some of the songs that I played tonight you won't hear, because they mute them out because they had copyright on them. But I wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't allow it at all if I was a monetary channel. They won't let you make money off of other people's music. Okay, I worked graveyard shift as a night auditor at a hotel. You know, I did that type of work for a very short time. I worked at the Ocean View Motel in Biloxi, and for a very short time for some people from India. And okay, now, do you play Sucio Y Despo of Papos Blues? Please search the song, please. Well, if it's a blues song, I could search it. Let me see. If not, I still got a lot more blues to play for you. And I try to play country music right before I shut it down, because some people like country. So let me see the name of that song. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll play music in many different languages, because people from all over the world tune in and they want songs in their language. And if it's a good sounding song, I don't mind. I'm typing it in, if you'll just bear with me, and I can see if I can play it. Okay, let me see if it comes up. Yeah, it has. It says Volume 3, Papos Blues. it's not going to be in the English language. I just hope there's no cursing or anything in it. Yeah, I've heard of Danny Gatton. Oh yeah, and I've watched some of his videos. I sure have. So let me see what this is like here.
Todas las mañanas son iguales. Y las
That was rock. The title says blues, but I think that was more of a rock song, and I've never played it before. That was the first time I ever heard that song in my life. But when a person springs a new song on me, like all guitarists, the first thing you got to do is get in that key. So I found the key that he played in, and because I didn't know what was coming next, I had to, especially on a fast song like that, you got to let whatever the sound of that song is going to be, you got to let it be a hair split faster, and you got to be a hair split slower, because you got to hear what the song's sounding like, what it's doing, to know what you got to do to hang in there and stay with it. I've never done it before, but I mean, I feel it's a song that you'd want to get on a motorcycle probably and drive and fast. It's like a fast blues rock. That's like a blues rock song. But people do catch me off guard at times, and when they dig for something for me to play, it's usually they dig deep. Like one guy the other night, he wanted some Gary Moore songs, and I played a Gary Moore song for him, and I do play some Led Zeppelin, and I do play some Jimi Hendrix, and I do play what do you call it, I play some jazz and some blues and country. I like gypsy jazz more than any other type of jazz, but I try to play a little bit of everything, and I try to play Ukrainian music, Pakistan music, Jewish music, because I'm going to get people from all over. And that's why when I come on here, actually, I'm on here sometimes for 8 hours. Usually one phone will go out, and I have to get another phone that's been charging them. So I'm usually here for a few hours, because I got so much to cover. Isn't it something I was talking like that? It says battery is low, 15%. That just came up. Now this song, that phone, when it gets down to about 10, it'll probably just shut off. So if that happens to me, it's the phone that just went dead, and I'm going to take it, go plug it in, and grab one identical to it and plug it back in and start over, because I'm not finished for the night yet. Please play Mama, I'm Coming Home by Ozzy Osbourne. That's a beautiful song. Do you play country music? Oh, I love country music. I've got a bunch of country music saved on here, and usually I choose it last, but since I've been here for hours, I'm going on the third hour now of being here, so let me play this one by Ozzy Osbourne. If I can, I've never played it before, but I've heard it before. So if I could play that, and then I'll go to country music, because I've been playing blues and rock throughout the night, and I'll go to some country music. I love country music. Okay, Mama, I'm Coming Home. There's a song by Ray Charles titled Mama, and I was on Laurel Street in New Orleans one night, and I was so shocked that when I started playing that song by Ray Charles titled Mama, I was so shocked how people came and sat down all beside me and stuff, and they liked that song so much. And it dawned on me, there's a heavy gay community over there in New Orleans, and a lot of gay guys are mama boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm the only son myself. I had 3 sisters, so I was the only boy. So usually it's mama's boy and daddy's girls. And that's the way it was with our family. So, but it didn't dawn on me. There was a bunch, and they were really in on that song, and it dawned on me. Some of those guys might have been gay, and they just love their mother, and they really love hearing that song. So check it out sometime, that Ray Charles, that song about his mother, and it's really heart touching. Okay, let's see, Mama, I'm Coming Home. Yeah, I've heard it before. You know, I don't know if y'all have seen his wife Sharon, but she's lost so much weight, you can see the bone structure in her face. You know, sometimes I get in front of the mirror because I've gained some weight now. I see why people get injections, but I don't want no injections, because those injections come from snake venom. I don't want any of that in my body. Okay, let's see. Mama, I'm Coming Home. Here it is. It's 4 minutes, 13. Oh my, almost 2 million views here. Let me see if I can play it. I don't know. I've never played it before.
Times have changed, and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. Times gone by, it seems to me you could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. You took me in, you drove me out, yeah, you had me hypnotized. Lost and found and turned around, but I find love in your eyes. You made me cry, you told me lies, but I can't stand to say goodbye. Mama, I'm coming home. I could be right, I could be wrong. It hurts so bad, it's been so long. Mama, I'm coming home. Selfish love, yeah, we both know. You're right before the fall. But I'm gonna take me first. I just love you more. I've seen your face 100 times. Every day we've been apart. I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause I'm coming You took me in and you drove me out, yeah, you had me hypnotized. Lost and found and turned around, but I find love in your eyes. I've seen your face 1,000 times. Every day we've been apart. And I don't care about the sunshine, yeah. 'Cause I'm coming I like that song. Let me download it because I want to play it more and get better on it. Um, you see, she had to deal with a lot with him, with Ozzy. He had some real problems, and I'm not bashing him. I watched him play live when I was an 18-year-old boy. I went to the New Orleans. Uh, it was called the Warehouse on Magazine Street, New Orleans, where they used to get all the number one heavy rock bands. And I remember going there, and this is when he had that guy Tony Imani, I think, is his lead guitarist. I've watched him play live. I've been to a concert, but I think he played that. Him and Sharon had split up for a while,
And I think he was having problems with a number of things, and he got tired of it, and he wanted to come back to his wife. It's a heart-touching song. I like his children a lot. I'm so proud of the son. The son did real good on Dancing with the Stars, and it touched the mother's heart to watch her son be so talented and skilled when it came to dancing, because he had an illness in his life that he had to wrestle with that might have otherwise, except for God's wonderful grace and mercy, could have actually crippled him for his life. But I know I left much to be desired on that song, but I've never played it before. So I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I'm usually blessed of the Lord to get right into the, I close my eyes usually when I play, because I like to black out everything and not be distracted by anything. And I try to get to the key and play, but to really play it and do a lot better, I hope to practice some more on that song and do a better job for you next time. But anyway, let's see, where was I going to go from here? I had something, country music. Somebody asked me, do I play country? Yeah, I like country music, and that's usually my last music that I play is a bunch of country songs. And somebody requested a country song. I don't know if they're watching right now. Miss Ramona Fayard of Columbia, Mississippi, wanted me to play a country song titled "Is It Raining?" In fact, I'm going to send her a message. She's probably sound asleep. But and I just found another guitarist that plays it, that I play along with him on a Zeppelin song. So let me download that too, because I can use him as background music also at playing that song. Okay, I'm just going to send her a quick message and tell her I'm getting ready to play that song. Look at that bug that just landed on my phone. Do you see it? You see that bug? It just landed on the phone. I have a pet that I let in and out, and when I let the pet out, bugs like this fly in. And one like this came in days ago. Don't get on me. Yeah, one got in here days ago and got on me like that, and that looks like a bug you don't want to play with, but I found him dead. I've got that. Now he flew over here again. I don't like to kill bugs. I don't like to kill ants or anything, but if they're going to bother me while I'm playing, I might have to get a little combative. But really, I hate to kill anything, to tell you the truth. Okay, let me just send her that message and get ready to play your song. You're probably sleeping, and it's almost 7 a.m. and I've been at it for hours, but I'm getting ready to play your song. I'm live right now. It came out. Live. It came out lost. It came out laugh. Just for that one word now, I'm going to have to type it. I'm live right now. Okay, now let me get the song. She wanted a song titled "Is It Raining?" It's by Brad Paisley. Beautiful song, "Is It Raining?" At your house. Is it raining at your house? And what it's about, he's brokenhearted. It's raining in his life because the woman broke up with him, and he wants to know, is she suffering like he is? Is she suffering for him? Here we go. I love this song.
Is it raining at your house? Like it's raining in mine. Do you miss me?
Okay. Oh, I was thinking, where's my country music? I know I've got to go to the very end. I've got about 500 songs or more saved in here, downloads. Okay, now I go to the end of them. I have to kind of flick through, and they're going fast here. Get to the country songs because they're way at the end. Let's see if I got to them yet. Yeah. Okay, here's one. Too late to worry, too blue to cry. That's by Ronnie Millsap.